Back East Texas. As promised, we're joined with Professor in Practice, Professor Freeman, here with us today to discuss UT Tyler's recent accreditation in social work. Professor Freeman, it's so nice to have you here with us. So excited to talk to you about this topic. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to spread the word.
Yeah. And I apologize. I think I called you Professor Freeman. I know it's Robinson-Freeman, so I want to correct that.
Oh, that is okay. Many names.
Yeah. Okay, so I am curious as to why UT Tyler felt it was important to go after this accreditation and to have this social work program.
We here in Tyler are the closest public university to students who are wanting to earn their social work undergraduate degree within 50 miles. So before UT Tyler embarked on this journey, students had to travel either to Nacogdoches for Stephen F. Austin or to Arlington for UT Arlington, and it was a great hardship, and a lot of them would just decide to do different degrees instead.
Okay, and so will you kind of just shed some light on the different areas that social workers can work and the vast areas that they can serve?
Oh, yes. All day long. So social workers, you can find them just about anywhere. In hospitals, they help with getting people discharged, and they help once they get home. They help in dialysis, all sorts of areas of healthcare. They work in schools, they work in prisons, they work, of course, in child welfare. I know that's where a lot of people kind of assume, oh, that's where social workers work. Nursing care facilities, job coaching, and then once they get their license and get more education, then they can become clinical therapists. So
okay. Well, that leads me to a couple other questions. So you just said that there's a lot of areas that they can work in, but this program is a bachelor's program, correct?
Correct.
And
yes.
So because of that, I have a wonderful cousin who is a licensed social worker and does many great things in our community. And so programs like this are very important to her and me. I see the impact of her work. And so what will this program allow people to go do? Because I know a bachelor's degree, you have to have a master's to go and serve in a lot of areas, right?
Right. So this bachelor's program will allow them to get licensed at the bachelor's level, which is what makes a social worker in Texas be called a social worker, just like with nurses and teachers and doctors. We have to be licensed to be social workers. They have an enormous amount of opportunity. They can work with those that are seeking to build their families through foster and adoption. They write home studies. They do assessments. They provide support during that journey. They can work in hospitals assisting with chaplains and nurses in an interdisciplinary setting. They can work in schools, not necessarily high-risk area schools, just schools where people are having normative issues, like maybe parents have gotten divorced or there's been a job change or they're new to the area. Social workers are very adept at helping people enhance and restore their functioning.
Okay, and so this program, what will it prepare the students for?
It will prepare them for what we call generalist social work practice, so that they can be placed anywhere and work. And a lot of social workers are very proud to work just with their bachelor's, licensed, and they make a full career out of it.
Yeah. And you use the word proud, and it made me think of how social work in general, it has generally historically been seen as charitable work because people feel proud about it. People feel good doing it. But I think as the years have passed, or the more recent years, people have recognized the value in social work and how needed it is in our community. So what do you have to say on how we get the community and to help and encourage seeing that value and to increase salaries for social workers?
Oh, yes, near and dear to my heart. We are actually trying to, at the state level, get our students are required to complete a practicum or an internship, and most of the time that's not paid, and most of the time that equates to a full-time job while they're at school, so that's a hardship for them. So right now we're trying to get internships paid, but we want to be more integral in all the parts of municipalities and counties, such as more in the police departments, more in the school districts. So we're woven into the community, and we're seen as an important part, just like doctors and nurses and police officers, et cetera.
So if someone was considering a career in social work but just wasn't sure, what advice would you give them about making that decision?
I would say being interested in helping people where they are and being okay to be in the nitty-gritty with them is the first step. And starting out in social work classes, we have an intro class, is awesome because I think everyone benefits from a social work lens. Even if you decide, hey, that's not the profession for me, maybe I want to go into nursing, maybe I want to go into criminal justice, it's a great way to find out and get that foundation.
Right. And then to gain experience in the real world, are there organizations in East Texas that are going to partner with UT Tyler to provide internships? And who are some of those?
Yes. So we are very fortunate that, of course, this East Texas community has embraced us, and they came forward. They helped create an advisory council for us, and we were able to leapfrog off of that and get some really good agencies. We are working with Communities in Schools, which is in Marshall, the Marshall area. We are working with both UT Health and Christus. Christus actually has social workers in their outpatient clinics,
Wow.
which is something you don't even see up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm super excited about that. Job coaching. We also have students that work in more of a macro, meaning that they're kind of at the community organization level. There's a Partners in Prevention, which is through the city of Longview. They've been a great partnership for us. So
Oh, that's great.
looking for more.
Yeah.
Looking
You
for
heard
more.
that. You heard that. East
Yes.
Texas. They're looking for
Bring them.
more.
Bring them.
Okay, so there's a national shortage of licensed social workers, which I
Yes.
know is required. You have to have a master's degree, correct, for that?
So you can get licensed at the bachelor's, but master's is usually the ultimate goal for most.
And so does UT Tyler have a plan in the future to try to add the master's program?
Yes,
And what does that entail to get there?
So our accreditation body is one of the most stringent ones. In fact, President Calhoun at UT Tyler said, this is more stringent to get accredited than through the medical licensing process. So yes, which is a good thing. But we're looking at maybe in about 5 years being able to either start the journey or be in the midst of the journey. It's about a 4-year process. We have to have dedicated faculty, space. But we have the student, I tell you what we do already have is a student interest. They are clamoring.
Really?
Yes, of the 19 graduates that we have that will walk across the stage in May, we have 17 of them that are ready and about to go to graduate school. And unfortunately, we don't have that for them now.
Yeah, oh, that's amazing that you already have 19 students about to walk across
Yes,
the stage.
yes.
Are there any UT Tyler student organizations that focus on social work?
Yes, we had our founding class. Most of them are in this 19 that are graduating that started their social work club. And they have participated in, I would say, about 25 activities an academic year, outreach to nursing homes. This one where they did, they partnered with a restaurant in Mineola, and they did Friendsgiving, where people who were not able to have Thanksgiving any other way could come there, and the students did all the organizing. So they're extremely involved in the community.
Yeah, that's so great. Do you mind just, for the community and people that just aren't as familiar with social work, would you just explain, simple terms, what social work really is? And then also, I would really like to know why you think it's important. Why is it important to you?
So to give a nutshell version of what social work is, I would say it is a profession in which you help individuals where they are in their environment to enhance or restore their functioning, whether it's individuals, families, or even communities. We are the ones that we go into homes, we help them build communities, we meet them exactly where they are.
Yeah, which is so important.
And right, even if they're in prison, we go to the prison. Yes.
Yeah, that is so important. And so why is social work, you've been in it for many years, you're with UT Tyler when you first got here, you shared with me that you were previously with another university doing this same impactful work. And so why is social work important to you?
Social work is important to me because it allows people who would normally be disadvantaged, that have huge gaps in resources, to have the opportunity to have someone walk the path with them, not do it for them, but walk the path with them, and maybe be the only person there that's being both a professional guide and a cheerleader for them, so that they know that one of our core values in social work is the dignity and worth of every single human being.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
to
so
know
good.
that they're worthy.
Yeah, because everybody is. And I think
Yes.
that each person just needs to know that they have one person that cares, believes in them, and makes them feel wanted and needed. And so I know that social work is so important. Like I said, I see my cousin doing this every day, and it's just impactful work, the lives that you all are changing. And so you're getting to touch so many lives too, Professor Freeman, with impacting the students who are then going out and impacting our community, and it's just a domino effect. So I hope you feel proud of your work too, because it's impacting more lives than you'll probably ever get to see. So
Yes, I am glad I practiced. I still have a private practice on the side, but I like handing off that baton and watching them go and
Yeah.
flourish.
No.
Absolutely.
That's great. Well, is there anything that I haven't asked you about the UT Tyler program that you think it's important for the community to know, or even students interested in the program?
I would say if students or a community is interested, we love to partner. We of course want more students. We're hoping, we have 55 enrolled now. We're hoping to do some slow but smart growth so that we can be a very student-focused program. Maybe grow to about 100, 200 in the next 3 years. And anybody who wants to be a part, whether it's in volunteer work, financial, or just to know more, give us a call.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, Professor Ericka Robinson-Freeman, I got it right this time. Thank you
Perfect.
for joining us.
Thanks
and
for having me.
Huge congratulations to the school I attended, UT Tyler, on getting their accreditation in their social work program. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're going to take a